might as well just get into it, baby.
You should have seen this.
What?
You know the Oneida exit off of 41?
Yeah.
And you come on, and it's not a yield. You just go into it. GMC just stopped.
Oh, God.
And I'm with Paige. So what do?
Yeah.
I'm just hard on that thing. And Paige is like getting red. She's like, "This, just stop. Just leave it. Like, they're going to go." So what do? Just to get it even going anymore, she goes and moves over. I go right up next to her and then slow down. And I look at the girl. I'm like, what the like, what are we doing? And Paige is like, "Oh my God, do not do that." And it was a mom, and she was like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "You shouldn't drive."
Yeah,
like,
if you don't know what you're doing.
God damn it.
Oh man, that's funny. You and Paige, it's not that you are opposites, but in certain ways, there's a lot of opposites there, and opposites attract or whatever.
Well, there's
but
so
that's
many.
Hilarious.
There's so many, and then there's so many where we're dead on.
Yeah, Allie and I are very much the same.
Yeah.
In that respect, not saying we are the same person, but we have very many things where we're on the same wavelength, and other things where we're like, "What the fuck?"
Do you get it? Do you get it? Where it's like, we're at point A, we're trying to get to point B, and you're like, boom, path 1 is complete.
Well, this is just
and
men. It's logic.
I know, but then she goes, path 2. They're both correct. They're both can get there.
Sure.
But then the absolute headbutting is just wild. It's like, holy crap. Like, why would we do it that way?
Right.
Well, why wouldn't we do it that way? It's so bad.
Allie is very hard-headed in that respect too. Like, she's like, if she's doing something a certain way, and that's just how she sees it in her head, we're doing that. Or we'll just be like doing something, and then she gets this different idea, just ADD or whatever you want to call it. She's just fixated on that to the point where she's like, I think I want to get Luna a new, what's it called? Litter box. Sorry. I'm like, okay. She's on her phone. We're like watching a TV show.
3 hours,
it's like, she's just, what do
litter
you think about this one? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm watching the TV. You know, well, what do you think about this one? I'm like, can we just sit here and watch the TV? Or we can figure that out at any other time. You know, or she's doing something else, and then she's like sitting on the steps. I think I found one. I'm like, great. Let's order it.
It's word.
And now, then it came yesterday, and I'm on my hands and knees.
Yeah, putting it together.
She helped me. She did a great job. We cranked it out. When I first opened it, I'm like, this is a 2-dayer, babe. This is a lot of work. Fucking 20 bags of like 40 screws each.
God.
I'm like, what is this? Just
Why do
so
we make
that
it so
thing
complicated?
can take a Duke.
Yeah.
And she helped and made it a lot easier. But I was like,
isn't that funny how
we're doing this? We're doing this. Yeah.
Because we're the same. We're doing the fireplace right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we need to order we got stuff we got to do, right? Our cousin Hunter's doing the wall, right, for the stone.
Yeah.
We need to paint this. We need to order the tile. So she's like, all right. She's pounding away at the tile. And I'm like, damn, cool. Like, let's go. And then all day goes by. And I'm like, did you order the new floor tile? Oh, no. Shit. I should do that.
So we're sitting there with
There's nothing on there. I'm like, did you make sure you get grout and mortar? What's mortar? All right. Let's. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, there's that shit too. I'm like, how the fuck are we not doing that? And then she's like, well, unfortunately, we have to go to Lowe's to get what we want. Well, the closest Lowe's is in Appleton. It's not in Appleton. The closest one that they have it where we need it is Oshkosh. She goes, can you go get that?
In Oshkosh?
And I said, when the fuck am I going to do that? And she goes, well, Saturday. I said, in the snowstorm?
Oh, is it supposed to be a snowstorm?
3 to 5 inches, I guess.
Shit.
And she's like, I'm taking the truck Saturday. I'm like, yes, you want me to take your car? I'm not going to make it home. I'm like, if I am not correct, aren't you off Friday? Well, I guess, but that's not how I want to spend my day off. What the fuck is Saturday for me? So I'm like, the brain, like, where does that come from? You know what I mean?
That's funny.
I'm like, that's your day off, but that's my day off. What are we doing?
Oh, but we love them so much, don't we?
I do. I love her so. We're putting money towards a ring. Like,
oh God, it's great.
It's funny. Okay.
Are we keeping all that in? Is that the intro?
Sure.
Welcome. Super Bowl week. Slancha.
I was going to buy a
stout
24-pack. Did you get these at Costco?
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah, I know. I was going to do it.
Man, I saw that. I'm like, Allie, I don't think they've had it here.
No, I was going to do it, but it was only me getting groceries, and she would have been upset if I came home with it. Because I bought 2 bottles of whiskey and that. I was like,
so everyone says, oh my God, that's so heavy. It's so heavy.
Is that the first one you've had since, how many have you had since Dublin?
Since being in Ireland?
No.
12 maybe?
12? Okay, I expected like 2.
That was July.
I haven't. This is probably the second one I've had.
I had 4 last weekend.
I don't drink them that often.
I had a patient today who also went to Dublin last summer.
Did they?
And I was like, "Hey, how were you? How'd you like it?" Yeah, shut up. How'd you like it? He's like, "Yeah, it was great." And I was like, do you like Guinness? Did you try any of the beers there? And he's like, I tried it, but I don't like it.
Guinness?
And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Do you like it? I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm like, he's like, no, it's too heavy for me. And I kind of pushed back. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, it's so heavy. And I'm like, people see the dark beer and they think it's going to be heavy, but it's literally 125 calories for a pint. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you do the math, what does that come down to? Like 94 calories for a 12 ounce?
Yeah, because it's 125 calories, and this is 1.25 servings, and a serving size is 12 ounces.
Right. So it's basically a Miller Lite.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is as many calories as a Miller Lite.
Pour it out like this, you get the oxygen.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, my friend bought a case, and there's something in the can. I'm like, yeah, that's the nitrogen
You
bottle.
shouldn't drink beer then if you don't.
I'm like, okay.
On.
I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, I don't know if it's the only beer, but it's one of the most popular beers that's nitrogenated instead of carbonated, right? That's the only one I can think of.
That I know of, yeah. Right. I'm sure there may be like some.
He's like, yeah, there's a ball in there or something, so we didn't know what to do. I'm like, yeah, that's. I'm like, okay.
The one thing people like whenever I go dark beers or whatever, I always get like a bitter taste.
It is bitter, yeah.
But I think this is still clean.
Oh yeah,
end. Like
it's smooth.
Like Paige doesn't like them.
I mean that I can. But it's dangerous how quickly I can drink these.
But they're not.
That's probably why I have a second one on deck.
Bitter to me.
No,
like they go.
Especially
down.
The stuff in Ireland.
In Ireland was
fucking
that was
mother's
different.
milk.
Yeah. That was different.
But you're not here to watch us drink and talk about our girlfriends. This is Super Bowl week.
Just do a girlfriend pod. See what they come up with. They'll bitch about us for.
Yeah, just let them. Oh, you mean just open mic? Let them go.
Those two.
Oh God.
People would. All 12 of our viewers would just love it.
Watch us get like the most views on that one. We do have a lot on the Newlywed Game one.
We do. So here we go.
Yeah, Super Bowl week. Okay, so now we're talking Super Bowl. We talked reactions to the championship last week, so now let's talk about the big game. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Do you care one way or the other? Are you?
Well, I feel like pod purposes, I have to watch.
Well, yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not even gonna watch." I'm like, "Well, I fucking have to. What am I gonna come on here and be like, yeah, good game."
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah. I saw the highlights.
You know what I mean? Like, so I have to watch. I'm rooting for the Eagles. Yeah. Upright and honest. We're gonna do our pick for this
right away.
No, not right away,
okay.
But we're doing our picks.
Yep.
Pick whatever. I think it's the best possible matchup.
Seeing how the Lions ended up, yeah.
Just because, like I said during the year, I didn't think Goff would be the guy to handle this team. I still think
Bills would have been a good team too.
Correct, but for the Chiefs, the Eagles are the best matchup.
Okay. Bills
with the Eagles would be great too.
Sure.
But for a team to beat the Chiefs, I would say the only team that could do it in the NFC would be the Eagles.
Okay.
There's teams in the AFC, but I don't know. None of those made it, so it's up to them. Not looking forward to Brady calling a Super Bowl.
I forgot about that.
He's doing
right
2
now.
out of the next 3.
Are you serious?
Yep. Not looking forward to. Oh Jesus! What
did you do? You created a table.
Not looking forward to
Brady. I forgot about that till right now.
And Fox's call. I'm not really.
Burkhardt sucks.
not looking forward. I don't watch pregame anyways, but Terry Bradshaw is a moron and all.
Why do they let him do the halftime recap? The dude stumbles over his words
because he's probably like
outright.
He's the OG. Like he's the first one that was. He's been there since their first halftime thing was created in pregame.
I mean,
halftime show. Don't really give a shit.
Okay,
I know he won Grammys.
Right,
but like,
is this a hot take? It probably is. I'm not a fan of Kendrick Lamar. I don't listen to any of his music.
Do you listen to a lot of rap?
That's
Jesus Christ.
Well, maybe that'll keep her from
La Rata.
I don't listen to as much rap as I used to, but I can't listen to this new rap. I sound like an old man, but it's just dumb. It's so dumb. To me, a good rapper, you need a couple qualities, right?
Flow.
You need good flow, good beat,
Lyricist.
good beats, good lyrics, and I would say a good voice. Something I want to like, not like a singer's good voice, like something that sounds good to your ear.
It's not mumbled.
His voice to me is annoying. It is not good.
I'm not a Kendrick fan by any means.
I'm just not a fan of his like style.
Yeah, rap is very stylistic though.
You know, it's
very stylistic.
Right, and if that's your thing, that's great. But I mean,
I'm not a huge Drake fan.
A lot of people like Drake, but he's kind of like half singer.
I was just gonna say, I think he's pivoted to more of a hip hop pop individual because he realizes like you have to be able, you're gonna pigeon like
like Post Malone started as a rapper and now look.
Can we go into a quick Grammy session here? Because I was pissed last
Beyonce
night.
won country album.
Fucking God! So Paige is like,
that's so bad
because Paige cares about the useless things in life. Yeah. She's talking like Blake Lively and Justin whatever, and I'm like, babe, I don't care. Like she's all about the Amber Heard case and Johnny Depp back in the day. Like, so she's all in. I hear her TikTok is just constantly. I'm like, shut up. She's like, you talk about Luka Doncic at 12 at night.
Don't even think about it because I said so.
And then she tells me that Beyonce won for best album. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
The country one?
Yeah. No, she won best album overall.
And it's the country one,
and it's the Cowboy Carter.
Whatever, yeah.
And then she goes, and she won best country album. And I was like, okay.
Who was up for it, though? Like,
so then I go,
Stapleton?
I fucking look. It's Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, fuck
Casey
off.
Musgraves. And Post Malone was up for it.
Post shouldn't have even been up for it.
Why? Over her?
Right. Over her, for sure. I loved his, but I don't think he's true country. He's like pop country.
Correct, but like Chris Stapleton, all those guys should have won, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are we
over
doing?
Beyonce for sure. I love Post Malone. He's my favorite artist of all time. I loved his country album. We're going to see him live.
Yes, can't wait.
But it's almost an insult to true country guys. Like how for Beyonce to win for sure, but then also if Post would have won, it would have been like.
And to be fair, I never.
His is more country than hers, though. I will say that. 100%.
I listened to hers, not like over and over again.
I saw a video of snippets and I'm like, yeah, fuck this. How does it even country?
It's not my thing.
It's rap.
It might be a good album. It might not. But like people are like, well, one album of the year. You don't even get me started on Grammy Awards. Okay?
Yeah, because who votes, right?
It's all subjective.
Right.
And Alexa comes at me all the time. She's like, what about the NFL awards, Cole? They're subjective. There's stats to those.
Right.
Okay. And
albums sold and stuff like that.
They don't use that shit, though.
Yeah, so if you don't use the stats, then how are you going to decide?
Taylor Swift would win every album, every song, every year.
Yeah.
The stats come along. The record comes along to help with it. It's still subjective. It's just not as much. Yeah. That's what bugs me. NFL honors are this week. Do you have your prediction? I think like Thursday or Friday.
Thursday? I thought, why would they do it on the week off?
I know they should do it last week, but
yeah,
it's the
because
Pro
no one
Bowl.
wants to watch the fucking Pro Bowl.
What a dumb thing.
That was on during golf last year or last week, and I'm like, this is what we've come to?
Yeah, I didn't.
Sam Darnold throwing a ball at a paper target?
Again, so
get the fuck out of here.
A good topic there. If anyone ever comes up to me and says, well, he was a Pro Bowler, don't talk to me about sports. Because I'm watching
All Pro.
Drake May is in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl last year.
Yeah.
Fucking Mac Jones,
half
his
the
rookie
guys
year.
get in because the other guys don't want to go.
Because the good ones don't go.
Yeah.
Because Mahomes can't.
Josh Allen was
golfing. And then he said, fuck that, because I had a tough... You know what I mean? Like, so don't talk to me about being a Pro Bowler. Why that's a contract thing and why that's like they make money off of that is a joke. If you tell me he's got Pro Bowlers... I'm not going to talk to you about sports anymore. Like, you suck.
Right.
It's like the All-Star. Like, I don't give a shit if you won the popular
all NBA
vote,
or all
pro.
Pro, yeah.
Which has still got problems with it. Like,
right.
if you're unvaccinated, you don't win the MVP.
Right. Yeah, there's at least like criteria that comes into that. It's not just fan voting.
Correct. And it's people who watch the game, people who follow the game.
Some semblance of credibility.
Yes. Yeah. Something. And they get held to the standard.
I don't know what did I just say?
Remembrance? I don't know.
I was going to say resemblance or remnant.
So that's
either way, it doesn't work.
So Lamar gets to get his trophy when he didn't do anything with it again.
Is that who you're thinking is going to do it?
Because he won All Pro, yeah. It should be Josh Allen. But anyways, so what we're going to do here.
Damn, we just went like this.
Yeah, we're going back and forth. This is Super Bowl week, though.
Oh, shit.
We're going to look at a bunch of things. First and foremost, I think it's important to look at matchups and look at the roster. I'm just going to go through each spot. You tell me if I'm right or wrong on who's got the advantage, and then we're going to go into a player-coach draft. So the player-coach draft is who you would draft. We'll do like 5 rounds between all players and coaches as the most important between these 2 games.
Okay.
And like who you want.
Okay.
But before we do that, we're going to go break down the teams. So I think coaching advantage is without a doubt the Chiefs.
Yes.
Head coach, yes.
Yes.
Offensive coordinator, the Eagles, Kellen Moore, I'm not really impressed with, and he doesn't do anything special. And Nagy's kind of whatever.
Right, so that
but
might be a wash.
Andy Reid, but you're taking Andy Reid.
Reid is the play caller.
As great as I think Fangio is, it's still Spags.
Spags is better, yeah.
So they have the coach. Quarterback, do we have to even talk about that?
No, Hurts.
So think about that in your minds when you're picking the game. Coach, quarterback advantage is always huge. Then we go into it. Who's got the running back advantage? Eagles. Who's got the wide receiver advantage?
Eagles.
Tight end?
Chiefs.
It's Chiefs because he's a big-time performer, but it's not as big as the gap you would like.
I think Dallas Goedert was playing pretty good this playoffs.
I think you'll see because the Chiefs are one of the worst against tight ends, so Goddard might have a really good game, and then Kelsey's just good, so it might be closer than you think.
Yeah.
O-line, I think, is kind of split. So, like,
Eagles O-line is good.
Overall, you're taking the Eagles as a whole unit, but like the Chiefs, Humphrey, Trey Smith, and Tooney in the middle, even though they kicked Tooney outside, those are all pros this year.
They're good. Yeah.
So their interior is great, but the tackles on the Eagles are great. And then their interior is good. So you're taking them as a whole.
Sure.
D-line, it's the Eagles. It's Chris Jones, but then it's everyone else after. Carter, Davis, Smith.
All Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like, everyone's like, George Carr left. Like, give me a If you didn't have Chris Jones, he'd be useless. Linebacker, Bolton's good. 32 for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But Zach Bond was an all-pro this year.
I was going to say Baum is the only one I can name off the top of my head. He's an Eagle.
He's playing great. It's it's scarily like Devondre Campbell. Like they picked him up for cheap. He got an all-pro year. Someone's going to pay him like $50 million. And
he's going to quit on his team and never
the
play
Packers.
again.
Just wait for that one.
And then he'll never play again.
He played at Wisconsin too. That's great.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Secondary is tough. I'm going to give it to the Chiefs, though. Hear me out.
Okay, McDuffie.
McDuffie's an all-pro. The Eagles don't have an all-pro there from my remembrance here.
Slay isn't.
Slay is good. DeJean's good. Quinyon Mitchell's good. McDuffie, and then they got their other cornerback, Watson, back, who's made a huge difference. Reed in the back end is good for the Chiefs. The Eagles have Gardner Johnson, and it might just be because he's a prick, but I'm just not a fan of Gardner Johnson.
Yeah, he's kind of a douche, isn't he?
And then they have Blankenship. They got the white crew back there.
Yeah, I just think of Will Compton.
Yeah, I know.
White team. Yeah, we got Blankenship.
So, like, secondary is close, but I'm going to go to Chiefs.
Sure.
Kicker, Chiefs. Bucker. special teams in general, I'm just going to take the Chiefs. Why? Because they're well coached, and I've seen the Chiefs make a punt return that made a huge play in the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship game.
Blocked kicks this year, punts.
It's nothing that the Eagles don't do anything. It's just the Chiefs just have a couple moments.
Right.
Those are the difference.
Yeah.
So now
it comes down to the details.
Oh, it's one or two things.
Yeah.
So now that we've broken it down, we're gonna do the draft. I'll give you first pick because I think it's not as easy as you think. But who's most important / who you want
in the whole league?
Just this game.
Oh,
who you want? Most important. Coaches and quarterbacks and players are all up to go here.
So we're picking from the entire staff and coach of the Super Bowl right now. Mm-hmm. I'm going
back and forth, no snake. Or do you want a snake? I don't think
I'm going Andy Reid right out of the gate.
I don't think the first pick is as
I'm going Andy Reid right out of the gate because I know that even if you pick Pat Mahomes, he'll make Jalen Hurts work.
Yeah. So you're going Andy. I think that's a great choice. I'm going to go Mahomes because Mahomes has been there, done that. I'm going 5 rounds.
You can't pick Jalen Hurts as your backup now.
Well, no, you don't have to go by position either.
You're like, I'm going to go Mahomes. It's not who I want Jalen Hurts as my
This is who I want. It's just like who you think is important.
So now I'm fucked. I don't have a quarterback. Yeah.
Because you're not building a team.
We're not snaking.
No.
Okay.
Back and forth.
So then I will do...
Because I don't think Hurts is even on this list.
No, now that you picked Mahomes, you're not going to pick...
another quarterback.
A quarterback. So I think I'm going to go...
I think there's 2 options, 3 options, 4 options, 5 options.
I think I'm going to go Spags.
Spags, I think, is the correct pick.
I don't have a player yet. I'm just building my foundation.
I'm going to go, in this game, Saquon Barkley.
Okay, that's who it was between Spags and Saquon.
Because he is so important to the difference between this one and the last Super Bowl is they had Miles fucking Sanders. Like, you need to control the clock against Kansas City. And if you can go on 14-play, 10-minute drives and just eat on these guys, getting a lead, big deal.
But Spags is going to...
Good luck.
Can I pick the entire O-line?
Yeah, I think we can just do
I don't know enough there.
For those people.
Or what about D-line?
I think you could do units.
Okay, I'm going Eagles D-line.
Yeah, Jalen Carter, all those guys to get after Mahomes.
And Saquon.
Eagles D-line?
To get after him.
Why would they have to get after Saquon?
Well, they're going to stop him from getting through the first line of defense. That's the first line of defense.
Against my team?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't that what we're doing?
No.
We're building our teams.
I know, but I'm not thinking it in that. I'm just thinking about in the game in general. But
no, we're playing each other right now.
Well, I already won, but
yeah.
I'm going to take
Sirianni.
I'm going to take the Eagles offensive line.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's
just because I think the importance, obviously the unit, what they do for Hurts, but the importance to run the ball and keep Hurts upright and the push of the tush. That's going to be a big thing.
I'll take... So
I wanted to go Chris Jones, but he's the only thing.
I'll go Chiefs secondary.
Yeah, having to deal with Brown and all them.
So I got Chiefs secondary and Eagles front.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's a great D.
What is that, your 4th pick, right?
Yeah, Andy Reid,
Spags,
those 2, and Spags.
Okay, so we got... I got 2 more, you got 1 more. I'll take him. I'll take Kelsey.
All right.
The best... I think he's like the engine that makes them go.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't get catches, it's because everyone else is focused on him to get catches.
Can I take the entire Eagles receiving crew? Or does that have to pick one?
I would just pick one because we know those people.
I'll pick A.J. Brown then.
Big play. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's their best receiver.
I'm going to go... I'll go Chris Jones. I mean,
in their D line.
Yeah. Because if they cause pressure,
that white guy on there is pretty good too.
Karlaftis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. And then if they cause pressure and disrupt the run game, that's a huge deal. Those are the key pieces in the game, though, don't you think? Those positions and those moments, it's in the trenches.
Yeah.
It's all like it really is. The Eagles were down or up like what?
That's where the game. That's where every play starts.
Last time they played them, and then Hurts fumbled. Nick Bolton fumble return for a touchdown.
It's not the pretty stuff, but the older you get, the more you appreciate it, and every kid wants to be the flashy quarterback or receiver or running back or whatever. But the older you get, the more you see it and appreciate it, and it makes the biggest impact. Like if you're not picking quarterback, if you can draft. If all the players in the entire NFL all of a sudden became part of a pool, and then we redraft the entire NFL. Quarterbacks are probably taken first, but once the first couple quarterbacks are taken, you're taking left tackle.
Yeah. And then you're taking
or a defensive edge.
Yeah, someone to go after.
Like that's why those guys get picked first in the draft.
Correct.
So that's where it starts. If that line gets broken through to start,
look who makes
it blows up the
money.
whole play.
Look who makes the most money.
So
it's important.
Am I up right now?
No, we're at 5. We're done.
Okay. So I got a good fucking team, man.
It's funny because the last time they played, the Eagles had they led the league in sacks, and they were slipping everywhere in that game, and they couldn't get after him. He had a bum ankle, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Mahomes did, so it was kind of like, oh, what are they going to do? And I think their D-line is better because they had Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham who are older. Now they have Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter.
Right.
They got just younger and just better there.
Yeah.
And then their secondary was Blankenship, Slay. And now it's Mitchell, Slay, fucking...
Another Whitey.
And then the other Whitey. You know what I mean? So they just got different kind of dudes there. And then offensively, they have Saquon. The only thing that's really different for the Chiefs is...
Saquon is huge. I really hope he's enough.
Xavier Worthy, which is their weapon.
Right. Their deep threat, their scat,
their
fast guy.
And they don't really have a running game.
Pacheco's good.
Yeah, but his fucking leg,
but he
hasn't done shit.
Ankle.
So they got Hunt, right? They got Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
So it's... I don't know. They're just not the same squad to me. They had Snead on defense, but the defense isn't. I don't know. To me, the advantage looks like it's on Philly's roster. It's really the head coach, quarterback, and D coordinator versus the roster.
Yeah,
it's the green wall versus that.
Sure,
which is interesting. It's an interesting combination.
Yeah. Do you think they have a chance?
The Eagles? Fuck yeah, I do.
I saw. Was it 1.5 point favorites for the Chiefs?
I can look. I don't remember what.
I saw this guy's parlay, six thing parlay, and it was
it's 1.5.
It was all the winners it's Celtics winning, the Dodgers winning,
the outright winners for
every major. He just got Ohio State, and the last one is Kansas City.
Oh God!
And he bet $12. He can win $290,000.
Yeah.
If he cashes out now, he can win $7,000. Do you do it?
No, I'm.
You gotta ride.
It was the Chiefs. If it was the Eagles, I cash out.
Yeah, I told Caleb, I'm like, statistically, you're probably at a better odds in keeping it, right? Because you've already done the hard work. The odds that you made those first 5 were probably so low. So now you've basically gotten it down to 50-50.
At this point,
you flip a coin on who wins.
At this point,
it's
I'm
2 teams that could
another
possibly
bet
win.
That the Eagles win the Super Bowl.
So no matter what you win,
as the underdog,
no matter what you win money,
because it's plus money. Just give me something.
Right.
Put in $100,
and he put 12 down. So you put $100 down.
If
you win 290, you lose. Okay, now I won 280.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Or you win $200 tonight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing.
Better you either win or
Hedge
you win.
the fuck out of that. Yes.
Why wouldn't you bet $5,000 that the Eagles win?
Oh yeah, if you have it, yeah,
right.
I'd bet $100,000. What's the difference?
Well, I would do enough where you're like, okay, that's actually.
It would depend on what you have liquid. You can't just throw it around.
Obviously, but that's true. That's smart. I mean, then you're all. Is that what that's called?
Yes.
I'm just discovering this right now.
Oh my god! Welcome to my life, man. I haven't even
hedged the bet.
We're gonna post a bet. I'm not doing it because they fucked me last time in the championship game. They're like, oh, day off, we got a bunch of deals, and I had to re-put it shit in. And I was like, fuck you. So they have like deals already, but I'm just waiting for it. Like Super Bowl will match your $20 up to 20, whatever. And I'm just hammering Chiefs. I'm just gonna go all fucking in. Because last time I bet hard on Chiefs. Guess when that fucking was? Tampa Bay. Yeah, I was like,
put up 9 points.
I know. I was like, let's go, Mahomes, let's go,
suck.
and they choked. It was horrible. So speaking of betting, this is a Grandpa O special. We always used to do prop bets for. That's a good sound. We always used to do prop bets for the Super Bowl. So we're gonna do prop bets for the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know what that means.
You'll find out real quick.
I've heard of that though. Prop bet.
Well, there's player props. That's what I always do. Yards, receiving, catches, whatever. Okay. We're doing Super Bowl props. Okay. There's a lot you can do now. There's a lot you can, I got a crazy one for you at the end. So, the first one is the anthem. Over under 120 and a half seconds for the national anthem. Yes.
Okay. Over 120?
Well, and there's stuff in the game. So, yeah.
It's like Gatorade, shit like
that.
Okay.
Over 120 seconds. So, 2 minutes and...
Who's singing it?
I don't know who this guy is. John Batiste?
That's not the WWE guy?
No. That's you should be embarrassed that you just said
Batiste?
that. It's this guy.
Why? I don't know fucking celebrities.
Whoever that guy is.
I have no idea who that is. He looks like a guy who would take a while.
I'm going over 2 minutes?
I'm going over. Like 2 minutes? I thought it was 1.5. 90 seconds. 120. 80 seconds. 120
is 60 seconds. 120 seconds.
I thought you said a minute and 20 seconds.
Oh, I'm
120.
Sorry. 120 and a half seconds. So it's 2 minutes and a half seconds. So it's either a 2 minute or 2:01. What do you think?
Well, let's sing the national anthem right now.
And
see how long it takes us to just sing it in regular. How long does it normally take? I remember someone recording the stadium outside. They're like, hey, for all you bettors, they were just rehearsing it or whatever. That's funny.
I don't know the average. What are you doing? I'm going under. 2 minutes seems like a while.
Oh, say, can you see?
The average at the Super Bowl is 1 minute and 43 seconds.
Yeah, so he's got to push it 15 more seconds to get over.
17,
2 minutes or whatever.
17, but yeah.
I'm just rounding,
the fact that it's
I'm not good at math.
The fact that it's at 2 already means they expect this motherfucker to be
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He looks like a fucker that would extend those lines.
Fuck that. I'm going over that.
Right.
I'm going over.
Is it when the music stops or when he stops the last note?
When he's done.
Of the brave. And then it goes.
Yeah. No. Done. Right
when he's done enunciating brave.
Yes.
All right.
I
would go over.
Okay. We're saying over.
All right. I might want to do this. I might want to actually put money down.
I don't know.
I don't bet.
I don't
bet. I don't even know what this is.
Okay. Coin flip.
But it gives me something to fucking watch.
What wins the coin flip? Head or tails?
I mean, this is literally 50-50.
Is it? I thought it was 49-51.
Is it?
I think it is.
How? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. There's literally 2 outcomes unless you land it on the fucking edge. Is that why? Is that where the... Right? I think in probability or statistics class, you do that. You do it how many times and it always comes out to around 50-50.
It says it's 58 50.8%.
Tails.
Yeah. And then
So tails has the advantage. I say I like tails. I don't like heads. Pause.
I'm taking head.
Yeah, I'll take some head.
Yeah.
I'll take heads. God, I gotta remember who watches this.
Okay, first play of the game. Whoever has it.
Damn it. Sorry, I apologize.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it a run or is it a pass?
Fuck.
This is
run. This set the tone.
If it's the Eagles, it's run. But if it's Chiefs, he's rolling out.
That's why you know for sure it's 50% at least run, and then it's another 50-50 for Kansas City. So it's 75% run, 25% pass.
I don't know if it's 50-50 for run for Kansas City.
I'm pulling out some fucking
you know what this is?
Ninth grade statistics right now.
Focus, where they're at the Super Bowl, and he's just betting on run pass, incompletion.
Subliminal messaging, just showing him a number the whole week.
First drive result.
Oh, like punt, touchdown, field goal.
Yeah. So this one doesn't have. This has more.
No matter what team.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. That is tough because I don't know if the Eagles score right away. I know Kansas City scores right away. I think you're scripted. I think you score a touchdown right away.
Touchdown.
I'm
saying field goal.
Touchdown.
Okay. So you're the next question is first score type.
This might be the guinea flowing, but I think it's a touchdown.
Okay. So first score type was the next question because if you said 3 and out or punt, then we wouldn't know what the first score.
So for me, it's going to be a touchdown.
I'm saying field goal. Yeah. Okay. MVP. Who wins the MVP? We're going to wait on that because we're going to pick the game. Okay.
What if my player wins MVP but does not win the game? Does that even happen?
Last one. Gatorade color on the game-winning coach.
I like blue. Do I have to be specific, like glacier ice blue or whatever the fuck it is?
Right now,
glacier freeze.
Purple is
in the lead. Purple's always in the lead. It's never fucking purple. You know what it never is, though?
Purple is a plus 225.
You know what it never is?
Yellow?
Yeah, lemon lime. The best kind of Gatorade.
So you're wrong.
I do like light blue Gatorade, though.
So purple's at plus 225. Yellow, green / lime. I don't know why it's all one. Plus 250.
Really?
Orange plus 400.
I always see
blue
orange.
Plus 650, and you want to bet the house. Red, pink is plus 650.
No, I like blue. For some reason, blue or purple spoke to me, but
orange is speaking to me this year.
It's always orange.
That's why it's speaking to me at plus 400.
But it's always the Chiefs that winning the Super Bowl, so I guess you bet what's always happening.
Correct.
I'll take blue. Go with the gut.
Okay, last one. I saw this online.
What if they don't do a Gatorade shower?
They always do.
What if they don't?
I was at a game.
Do you get your money back if they don't?
It would be nullified or whatever. I was at a house in college, and we all put money on the Gatorade bath. Okay, it was the Chiefs one. Chiefs Bucks.
Okay.
And that game ends, and they aren't showing it. And we got guys in there. They're like, "Where's the Gatorade? What is it?" And they didn't show. So then everyone's on Twitter. They're like, "What is it? What is it?" And they're like, "It was blue. It was blue." It was awesome.
Are you someone tweets and be like, "I need
where's
video
the
proof.
Yeah.
I need photographic proof."
Great. Okay, and the last one I saw on BR betting. Over under. I think this is a wild number. Taylor Swift shown at the Super Bowl broadcast. 11.5.
I don't think that's a wild number.
11.5.
Cole, they show her once, and then the next play they'll show her again, or after a touchdown they show her 3 times. Especially if it's fucking Kelsey, they show her at least 3 times if he scores.
Guess my question is,
that's a third of the way there.
Is it when the game's done? The moment
well, yeah, if he fucking proposes. So is that a bet? Does he propose?
That is a bet.
Oh my god.
It's odds against though.
If you think that the NFL doesn't want the Chiefs there, you got another thing coming.
My parlay is in me.
Because she brings in so much revenue just being there.
What do you think though? 11.5.
I say fucking over. It's the biggest. It's the biggest sporting event on TV.
I think it's under. I think they're going to purposely not show her 20 times. I really do.
I think they do it 12 just to get the over. Because they have to, Cole. They do it already. Why would they stop now? This is the biggest game. Everybody watches this game.
I guess. I mean...
Yeah, and she is like a fucking superstar. The definition of superstar.
Yeah, I got a couple more that I found.
She took a flight from one place to another place.
45
it took like
seconds.
45 seconds.
I saw that as a joke.
Fuck a 10-minute drive. I'm going to fly for 45 seconds.
Jersey first touchdown jersey number over under.
Oh, God.
15.5.
Over.
Mahomes is 15. Hurts is 1.
Yeah, but Mahomes isn't running a touchdown.
Hurts could get pushed in.
I get that. But Saquon, Kelsey, oh shit, is Worthy 1? Worthy's 1. Fuck. Wow, that makes a difference.
Isn't Pacheco 10?
Pacheco's 10.
What is AJ Brown? 11.
Shit, he's 11.
Devontae Smith is 6.
I think I got to go under.
Yeah, it's under for me.
Shit, you're right. I'm thinking more generically, like, okay, running backs are in the 20s, 30s.
Marquise Brown's like 5, isn't he?
Tight ends and receivers are in like the 80s. But now they've switched it up where you can just do whatever. So now they're in the teens. So I'd say under.
It's
under 15. Wow.
15
so it's
and a
basically Saquon or Kelsey versus the field.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Goddard. Good old Goddard.
Yeah. If Goddard, we both have to take a shot if Goddard scores first.
I love it. There's a flea flicker pop too. So last about the spending, they said their estimated $1.39 billion going to be wagered just on the Super Bowl alone.
In this country or the world?
I'm assuming
or just total?
This country, because it's American gaming.
And that's the only country that matters.
So, good one there. We got a couple. We got to go. I don't think we need to really give much analysis because we have other big news we have to talk about and current and other sports. What do you think? Give me your pick. You're up 1, by the way, on our picks because the Chiefs beat the Bills. Give me your pick.
I thought I was up 2. That put me up 2.
No.
Yeah, because
we were tied.
If I had that,
I picked.
Then the Super Bowl doesn't matter.
No,
because no matter who I pick, I can either win by 2 or win by 1. You got to do your math again.
No, because you were up 1 going into the playoffs. Then I picked Washington to beat the Bucks. So then I got even because we were tied going into the Minnesota Detroit game, right? You picked Detroit, I picked Minnesota. You're up 1. I picked Washington, so then we're even. And then in divisional
you
round,
Rain Man.
Oh no, I picked the Ravens though.
Yeah,
yes,
I
you
picked
are
the
up
Bills.
2. Yeah, yeah, you did win. Unless this one's worth 2.
Yeah, remember because you said that last time. You're like,
oh,
but it's worth 3.
This is worth 3.
Like, yeah, so I can either win by 5 or lose.
This is worth 3. This is worth 3.
You fucker. I am going with...
And say your Super Bowl MVP and give a score.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, give me my 3 points then. I want them. Why?
I have to ride with who I picked to start the playoffs. I've been doing so well.
I
picked this Super Bowl, and I picked the Eagles to win.
You didn't pick this Super Bowl.
Yeah, I did.
You picked the Bills.
Oh, that's right. But I did pick the Eagles to win, so I have to just keep riding.
That's the irony is I picked the Ravens to beat the Bills, and I end up picking the Chiefs to get there.
I actually changed my mind. I picked the Chiefs.
No, you lie. I got my flashlight on here.
No, I'll make it interesting. I don't care. I'll pick the Eagles, and I'll pick Hurts to win. It's either him or Saquon.
Squad.
Did
you hear that?
I will pick Saquon to win MVP.
That'd be cool. I like him.
Yeah.
What's the score?
And to make like one of the greatest like first years with the team ever, because he almost beat the fucking rushing record. He could have if he played that last game. Score, let's go 30 to 28.
Oh, see, that's where your failure is. You think they're gonna outdo them in a close game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're gonna run the ball.
Okay. You think they're just gonna bleed them out? I mean, if they get the ball last, they could.
Yeah, I think. Luck runs out, baby.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I picked them before the year. I picked them during the year. I had them against the Lions before the year. I'm taking Mahomes as MVP, even though he's never had a full-on great Super Bowl in his entire existence. I think his best Super Bowl was the one he lost. He was chucking from sideways and backwards. He was amazing.
It can't be. He only scored 9 points. Did he even score all those?
I mean, if we're going to go, you want to go, like, the amount of times I've heard the discussion, we can do it next week, about, like, is he the GOAT if he wins? And then all the Brady fans are like, no, beat him twice in the playoffs, 7 rings. And I'm like, who played better in the Super Bowl? Who had more support? Who had less support? Who had the easier route? And then I watched the Bills game, and I'm like, who had the easier route? Who had more support?
Right.
And I'm like, you are just the duplicate of you. It's funny because he had to face what he has become.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he couldn't beat it.
You either live enough, you either die a hero.
Was Chris Jones offsides in the championship game?
No, D Ford.
Yeah, D Ford was offsides.
Chris Jones
Brady takes his helmet off in overtime. Oh my God, we're going back to the Super Bowl.
And he did it. Burn, 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 burn. He did.
Yeah.
We ain't go. And he posted that. You either die a hero.
Lost him against the fucking Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the Tampa Bay Rays. Good Lord.
Die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and that's what he's become. He couldn't be the hero to dethrone Brady, so he's become Brady. It's a sad day.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm taking a close one. I'm taking 31-28. I'm taking a squeaker. I'm taking a bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm taking all that crap just because of the head coach.
So you think if the Eagles win, it's by 2 scores?
I think
10,
the only way to beat them is
11.
like how Buffalo beat them, where you're up 2 or 3, and then you have the ball and you put up 2 scores.
Right. Or they have to do an onside kick. They might score that last touchdown, but they're down 4 or 3 and then like a minute left.
And you have to...
And you have they have no timeouts left.
Yeah, so that's screwed. I think you have to cut them in the throat with 2 scores. Turnovers
are... Did I say 28-30?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
turnovers are huge. Obviously, time of possession, I think, is going to be big in this game.
Yeah.
And then I think you have to remember, like, I know people freak out about the refs and whatever, but like,
the Chiefs are playing with 12 men.
Correct, but we got to remember, like, pass rush, like that whole thing with these 2 quarterbacks. Like, Hurts can run, but so can Mahomes. So who extends plays, I think is going to be a big deal.
Right.
Because the Eagles' defense is good, but if he's extending plays, you can't cover forever. And what scares me is the Packers' defense, like, held the Eagles.
Somehow.
So, like, what are we doing? So that's my prediction.
Do we even need Myles Garrett?
Let's go into that. So Myles Garrett requested a trade. Some say it's fake because he's up for a new deal, wants a new deal.
He wrote a letter.
Yeah, but... how's
that fake?
Because, they paid me now. I guess I'll stay. I committed. It's a negotiation tactic.
All right.
Not saying that's true.
But if you're the Browns,
he's 29.
You're moving on.
He's 29.
Right. You're moving on.
So, like, he's getting up there.
I love how
he was the defense player of the year last year until this, following season when they announced it.
I love how we think 29's old. I'm 29.
Yeah,
it makes me feel old.
But, like,
the Bucs just traded Chris Milton for a 29-year-old, and we somehow got younger.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy.
But yeah. So that's...
I think Myles Garrett is generational. I think you go get him.
I would prefer
you got 4 years with
Crosby.
Him. Yeah.
Because he's younger.
Sure.
But Myles Garrett would be awesome. My problem is I think everybody needs a Myles Garrett.
Well,
he's so good.
Name one team that doesn't want him.
Obviously, I think the AFC North is out of right? Because you can't go there, which sucks for them. If I'm Buffalo, I'm like, Von, you're gone.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be that. He was great until he tore his ACL, right?
Yeah.
that's the guy that pushes you over the top. That's the guy that gets you that sack to get that stop, to get the ball back.
Right.
He would be huge for them.
Yeah. He's used to playing in cold weather.
The Rams,
no big deal.
would be interesting to me.
Yeah.
They got young talent. The fucking Lions. Yeah, that's a squad that could use that hand with Hutchinson. You'd be like, yeah, we're back.
Do they have the space for that, though?
I don't think they're paying a lot of people a lot of money. They got Brown and Goff. And then they're all line.
Aiden's still on his
who's on their
contract.
defense that they pay, right?
Right.
So that's tough.
Bears.
Yeah, Bears would be interesting. The other team that I think is really could go get him, Washington. They
saw Washington.
They don't have a big pass rusher. That's Dan Quinn. That would be another piece.
Yeah, that's huge.
Strap yourself to that team. So, going to be interesting. The other thing I saw, see what Josh Jacobs said today.
No.
He's at Super Bowl Radio Row. And he goes, nothing to those guys in that room, but we need a true wide receiver one who shows up consistently every game. And he goes, and we have a couple needs that we need. And they're like, what do you think we need? He's like, I think we need 3 things. That's what he said, 3 new people. We got money to spend too, which is interesting.
He said that?
He said this.
We have money to spend?
No, I'm saying we do, but he said we need 3 things. Cooper Kupp's on the trade block, by the way. They came out and said they're going to trade him. He said, I don't want to get traded.
He's old though, and
I don't want him either.
And he's injury prone.
Guess who retweeted Josh Jacobs and went like this?
Like that comment he made?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Romeo?
Dontavian Wicks.
Oh, fuck him. He can leave. Catch a fucking ball before I take you seriously.
That just tells you everything you need to know about our locker room. I think the youth is great, but we don't have leaders that hold people accountable. And they mentioned, they're like, what about an older guy who's played there before? And Jacobs was like, yeah, I played with them. He's like, I played with them for the right price. Why not? Come through. Because I think Devontae would hold people to a standard.
Yeah, but is he the same player?
No, but if you got him and another guy, you know what I mean? If you get him for cheap, he won't pay.
I mean, how old is T Higgins?
T Higgins he's only in his 4th year. He's 26.
Prime, baby. Yeah. That's what we need. He can be a 1.
Or
easy.
Or
Tyreek.
Or
he can have some kids up here. Who cares?
I saw it projected. DK for Jair.
Yes.
Make it happen, baby. You want to talk about a tone setter? A guy who you can't fuck around with? A clear specimen, number 1?
Yeah.
Fucking DK Metcalf.
And just as fast as Christian can't stay healthy,
he's
Watson.
The deep speed. That's what I'm saying. That's what he is.
I remember Dad. I wanted DK so bad. Asked Zach Finnegan. Love you, buddy. Just had a baby. Did he? Well, he didn't. His wife did, but they did. I guess whatever.
He did.
He can quote me. I wanted DK that draft.
I'm telling you,
I wanted him.
You just have to pay
and
him.
He turned out to be great. I remember Dad saying, "Oh, he's only got vertical speed. He can't go left and right." Okay,
I've seen
so he runs a 4.2 straight, but he only runs a 4.3 when he goes right and left.
So many clips where people Packer players run into him and then they fall down.
Yeah.
So that would be great.
The dude is just he drinks coffee and eats Sour Patch Kids all day, and he's a fucking freak of nature.
He's a stud.
I mean, get him if you do anything else.
Use Jair for whatever you need. We need to hit.
Yeah, but who? Okay, if we get rid of Jair, who the fuck are we getting as a corner?
We got to draft somebody. That's what that's for.
Yeah, so we're just counting on our first draft pick to be our number 1 starting cornerback.
Nixon, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta go get one. You're gonna need a pass rusher. That's why we need 3 things.
We need a corner so bad. I mean, Carrington Valentine is a $150 soaking wet.
Too.
Dallas Goedert was like,
I know. He's like, come back, come back.
Wait, this is fun. Let me score while you do that.
Okay, we got to hit this though.
God damn it.
The biggest trade.
He's got closer eyes than I do
in the NBA. De'Aaron Fox got traded to the Spurs.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not the biggest trade.
That's a good trade for that. Him and Wemby.
How old is he?
He's young.
27?
I don't think he's that old.
I mean, he's been in the league for a while. But I guess these guys get out of fucking college at 20, 21.
He's 27. You're spot on.
Fuck yeah. But I mean, that's
Wemby.
Good. He's fast.
Good pick.
Him, Wemby.
Paul's there to help figure that out too.
Yeah, whatever.
Luka trade, though. What do we think?
Wild.
I was shocked. I was in bed. I was like, babe. And she's like, what? I was like, Luka Doncic. She's like, what?
Who? I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff like,
because if he's overweight.
Oh, we don't like the conditioning. We want more defense. I totally agree. I wouldn't want Luka.
Yeah, you would.
That's a liability.
If you're who, though, you wouldn't want Luka. If who?
Well, depending on the team, yeah.
Because the Lakers, they have a star for the next 10 years.
Bucks,
they've always had a star.
Bucks love it. He would just fucking...
Yeah, but
Giannis would play all the defense.
Correct, but
Kuzma.
If you had to flip Giannis for Luka, you're not doing that.
No, I'm not doing that.
Right?
That's I'd give him Dame.
Luka's a top 4 player in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
At least top 5 for sure.
Yeah, it's Joker, Giannis. If you're going to put SGA, if you feel because he plays defense, and Luka. There's no one else you're putting over him right now.
Yeah, I would argue Wemby's top 10.
Yeah, but his team, he's got to pull his team up.
I know, but he's a fucking freak.
But the big thing about Luka to me, if I'm the Lakers, well, hell yeah, I'm going to do it. Because I don't know when LeBron's leaving. But now you have the guy.
Right? He's like 23.
I think the Mavericks are better today.
Without him?
Without him.
Interesting.
Because they have defense in Davis.
Right. And scoring, but he has to stay healthy. But Luka isn't always healthy.
And Kyrie is still there to score.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they got...
And then Clay.
Dudes.
They have Clay, too.
And Clay. And now, it's not a great squad, but the thing is, the Mavericks got to win, like, now. Like, Davis is 32. Kyrie's 32. They're both injured as hell. If you don't win in the next 2-3 years, you're fucked.
I saw these other guys talking, too. They're like... It's come out that they only talk to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Why won't you just say, we're shipping Luka? Talk to me.
No,
and then you have all these teams. Who wouldn't want Luka? You have all these teams going, I'll give you 7 first-round draft picks for the next 7 years. And Kawhi and, whatever.
I completely
agree,
Why
wouldn't you do that?
It's a wild move
That's
by
why
that
it doesn't make sense. That's why it doesn't make sense. Because he's just like, no.
Couple things.
We wanted Anthony Davis. There has to be something else.
Just look at this.
There has to be.
2022, Luka, Jalen Brunson, Kristaps, all on the same team.
Right.
How the fuck is that possible?
Right.
Also, fun stat. Joel Embiid has missed 47% of his scheduled games in his career. Tom Brady has a Super Bowl appearance percentage of 48.
Wild.
Kevin Durant was traded for him and TJ Warren for McCall Bridges, Cameron Johnson, 2028 first-round pick swap, and 4 first-round picks.
Right.
McCall
That's
Bridges,
KD.
some other person, and a second-round pick for Bogdan Bogdanovic. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Shake Milton. 4 unprotected first-round pick swaps in 2028. 4 protected 2025 first-round pick and 2025 second-round pick for McCall Bridges.
Yeah.
Fucking Rudy Gobert for Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverly, Walker Kessler, Jared Vanderbilt, 2026 pick swap, and 4 first-round picks.
And I've watched this fucker 7-5 miss a layup right at the fucking rim multiple times.
So, like,
he sucks. Rudy Gobert sucks.
They did not do that.
Good at defense. Right? That's it. Rim
the
protection.
other thing they should have done to me, they're like, well, we didn't want to give him the money. This is what you do. You pay him. He's up for the all-max contract because he'll be a 6-time All-NBA or whatever. Pay him. Now his value goes through the roof because right now, the Lakers...
you can't give me just Anthony Davis. You have to give me more because he's worth a max contract.
And you have him for the next 5 years.
Right.
Right now, he's not under a deal. Now, the Lakers kind of have an edge because they're the Lakers, right? Who's going to leave the Lakers? But if you're like fucking Houston and you're like, oh, man, we could send one of our good young players for Luka.
Right.
And we know we have him for the next 5 years. We don't have to Kawhi Leonard Toronto him and like try to convince them and win it. That like you just guaranteed have them.
Right.
What? Why wouldn't you do that? It was wild. That GM
there has to be something
wild for doing that.
There has to be something. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. It's because Woj isn't in the
Shams
thing anymore.
Man.
Shams is
and Durant's on the trade block too.
I saw the Bucks were second odds to get him.
Well, not anymore with Middleton gone. What are you gonna do? You got no money.
That's why you give them Brooke, you give them Bobby, you give them Pat, you give them everything, dude. Everything.
Kuz.
Yeah, Kuz.
Justin messaged me yesterday. He goes, we get fucking Kuzma, I'm going to be hanging from the bridge. And then all of a sudden Kuzma. I was like, all right, send your picture.
Because tomorrow's the deadline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the end of the day. Or like
you know who's not making
something?
any moves?
Celtics?
Yeah, I wonder
why would you?
Because we're the best team in the league, baby.
Yeah.
Good teams don't need to make moves at the deadline.
I mean, that's interesting. Yeah.
It's crazy though. That's
Something-
the biggest trade in the NBA history.
That's the first time 2 all NBA players have been traded midseason.
It's unbelievable. I've never seen a in his prime move
Young.
without him. He
Knowing?
didn't know.
Without him knowing?
LeBron
Yeah.
didn't know. Davis didn't know. Like
Yeah.
without, and then he didn't. I was
Rob
like, he
Pelinka's like-
requested. Wait, you're kidding?
Right? This isn't a prank.
I saw the NFL comp. This is the best one. We can end here.
You have 2 seconds.
Jamar Chase for Mike Evans.
We'll see you next year.
Isn't that right?
That's true.
Right?
Not next year, next week. Or like Josh Allen and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. This has been the Wisco Wistys.
Go Chiefs.
Go Eagles.